House of the Dragon, episode 5, done and dusted. Now out for you guys to go and check out. I've just watched this episode. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this episode, but I really want to know your thoughts as well. So smash it down below in that comment section. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's get into this review of episode 5 of the House of the Dragon. Okay, so episode 5 of the House of the Dragon is done and dusted. I have absolutely loved this series so far. I thought last week's episode was absolutely incredible. It was so good. We got to see power plays be revealed, people get kicked out, all sorts of shit started to happen. This episode is the last episode with the actors who are playing Rhaenyra and Alicent. This is their last one before we do a big time jump. And I tell you what, the way that I see this episode is, I like this episode a lot. This episode to me was the planting of the seeds for the time skip. This was getting everything in motion, putting things in place, getting information revealed to certain characters to push along the plot to where the time skip's going to make sense. And when that time skip happens, confrontation with certain characters is going to make a lot more sense because of this episode. This is the pure halfway point setup episode that's like, okay, we've now got associated with all the characters and everything like that. This is the episode where you're going to see the conflict start to rise. The civil war is bubbling and it's going to happen. And this was that episode. So much happened in this episode. Not like action-wise or anything like that, but with the characters and the story. A lot of people were thinking that this was going to be the equivalent to the Red Wedding episode in Game of Thrones. I'll tell you now, it's not quite that level of Red Wedding. It's not like you're going to sit there and be like, oh my god, I'm 100% shocked with everyone that's dying. Not a lot of people die at this wedding. Not a lot of people die. But when that scene does happen, because it's at the end of the episode, I'd be lying to say I wasn't shocked, because you don't see what's happening or who it is. And then when you see who it is, you're kind of like, oh damn, holy shit. Like, I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. And now someone has gonna be doing a massive power play with this character. And I'm interested to see how that whole storyline is going to play out moving forward now. Because I haven't read any of the books, so I have no idea what's going on. I'm completely dark, which I am thankful for. Because I feel like if I read the books and I know where it's going, I'm not going to have that same impact. But that was absolutely insane. We also finally got introduced to Daemon's wife. We finally did, but hey, it was short-lived. I mean, Daemon is just... This guy is just one of the great characters. I absolutely love Daemon as a character. And in this episode, he is just pure enjoyment and entertainment and ruthless. Absolutely ruthless. Like, this guy just does not give a single fuck about anyone but himself. And he is always doing things. And when we finally get introduced to her, like, he's talking like this chick's like absolutely like a 1 out of 10, like an absolute bitch or anything like that. She's actually not that bad looking. She's quite good looking. And then what happens? I'm just kind of like, yo, Daemon really doesn't like this person. And then there's this other confrontation at the wedding involving Daemon that I absolutely loved. Daemon is just so cool, calm, and calculated with what he is doing. And when he is speaking, he just speaks into like this point where he belittles you at the same time, while also making it like seem like he had nothing to do with anything. And it's so incredible. And Matt Smith is absolutely fantastic. The king is on his way out. He is on his deathbed, basically, in this episode. Like, his arm. You got a good look at his arm. And oh my words, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Really disgusting. It looked gross. And this whole entire episode, he is like coughing, he's fainting, he's on his last legs. Like, we are getting to the point where the king's gonna die. I'm gonna be sad when he goes, because I actually like his character, and I think he's done a really good job. And Paddy has just been absolutely fantastic. He has been fantastic playing this character. And it's going to be sad because he's not a horrible king. He's actually one of the decent kings. He just doesn't necessarily make the best decisions at times. But he has kept the realm safe. He has kept peace. You know, there hasn't been very much conflict or anything like that. Only with the stepstones. But other than that, there's no being real like confrontation or war with any house or anything like that. So it's going to be sad when he goes, but he is on the last legs. We obviously got Otto Hightower trying to plant the seeds into his daughter's head like, you know, Aegon's got to rule. He has to rule. So he's already trying to get his blood on there, on the throne. Then we have like the whole wedding situation. We find out more about the Valerians. We find out more about Leyland, who's marrying Rhaenyra. We find out some stuff about him as well, which leads into the wedding, which leads into an absolute gross moment. Like, it is absolutely disgusting. Like, it reminds me that whole fight at the wedding, when it's the end, it reminded me of the fight when the Mountain fought what's his name? Who's the actor? Pedro. When his character fights the Mountain for Tyrion, and you know how he gets his head crushed in, like this. It's that level gross. But I wouldn't have it any other way. It's like Game of Thrones. You gotta have it that way. But there was a lot going on with the characters moving, trying to figure out. Obviously, Cordis has his own agenda as well, and he is pushing it onto the king as well, like saying like their heirs have to take my last name, like things like that, pushing. And then obviously his wife, the cousin queen, is like saying like, this is going to be dangerous. You got to be ready for this, because like we're putting our son in a very dangerous situation, man. That Iron Throne will kill you, literally will kill you. But overall, I thought this was a great setup episode. It was freaking brilliant. I love the interactions with these characters. I thought it was great, absolutely great, and it's gorgeous as always. Now I'm really interested to see this time skip. I mean, Daemon obviously has the thing for Rhaenyra, and he's in there doing his stuff again with her, trying to get her to marry him and everything like that. But hey, I'm interested to see what is going to happen with this civil war now, because it is brewing and it is there. I feel like we have our team set. We have Lady Alicent on one side and we have Rhaenyra on the other side. Now it's a matter of who picks which side, who is going to fight who, and I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait. So let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of the new episode of the House of Dragon, episode 5? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace out.